Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be about being pregnant in the military. I got a bunch of questions on Instagram about being pregnant in the military when Bradley and I announced it a couple weeks ago. So if you are following me on Instagram, then you already know this, but we are estimating that I am about 9 weeks pregnant. I have not seen a doctor yet. Basically, I just wanted to start documenting my journey through this because I had no idea what to expect when I first found out that I was pregnant. I had no idea what to do. I found out I was pregnant as I was PCSing, so I was not really sure what to do, but I will go over everything I've done so far and what has happened up until this point. Okay, so the first thing I did when I got to my new base, I called TRICARE and I let them know that I did change my base and I would need a new PCM. They gave me the phone number to the new medical place on my new base. And so I called the medical clinic and let them know that I needed to speak with or see an OBGYN, and they set me up with a virtual appointment first. So I had to wait a couple days actually just to get a phone call to let them know what was going on, just how things are going with COVID right now. So after I got the phone call and I let them know that I took an at-home pregnancy test, I actually took 10 at-home pregnancy tests. I took the dollar store version, the digital version, the one that has a plus sign, the one that says the word pregnant. So after I talked to the medical clinic here on my new base, they said to walk in during business hours and they would give me a urine test there, even though, you know, you can take as many as you want at home, but they have to actually verify it after you pee in a cup. So I went to the medical clinic, I think, within the next day or two after that, and I just walked in the morning and peed in the cup, and they called me 3 hours later, and they were like, "You're pregnant," and I was like, "I know," but they have to verify it. So that was all I did the first day when I went into the medical clinic. That's all they had me do besides fill out a couple forms. So that was really quick. I was literally in and out. So after the medical clinic confirmed that I was pregnant, there were 3 things that happened after that. So they said the next step, because there's no OBGYN on my base, they said they needed to give me a referral to go somewhere off base. So basically they were kind of giving us the option to pick our OBGYN, but there weren't too many options to choose from by my new base. There was really just one. So they gave us the contact information for Humana Military, which is like basically TRICARE covered doctors that you can go through. So we went to their website, did some research, and like I said, we pretty much only found one doctor that was nearby my new base. So when I called Humana to let them know who we would like to go through, they said that a referral had already been put in for me, but it was in Jacksonville, which is way too far from my base. So I was like, that's not gonna work because, yeah, that was way too far to get to my appointments or get to the hospital if I needed to. So referrals can take, they say 1 to 3 days, but in my experience, it took 3 days every time. So I had to let them know that the Jacksonville referral was not gonna work. And then I had to let them know the closest place to my base was pretty much our only option. And she was like, "I'm so sorry, like we have to put in another referrals." And I was like, "I have to wait another 3 days. I just really want to get to the doctor and like get blood work done or get an ultrasound, like, you know, peace of mind." So yeah, so I waited another 3 days and then that referral finally went through. Then I was able to call the off-base OBGYN and make an appointment through them. So they were like, "Yeah, we're the only OBGYN in town," and I was like, "Yes, I know." So they were like, "The only appointment we have is 4 weeks out." That was their soonest available appointment, and I was like, "I'll take it then because I have no other options," but that really sucks because I was probably about 8 weeks when I made the appointment a week ago, so I will probably be about 12 weeks at our first ultrasound and my first appointment in general. I am really excited because they are going to let Bradley come to the appointment, and I know that's not always the case lately with everything going on, so she did say that he will be able to come into the appointment. Very grateful for that. The second thing that happened after the medical clinic confirmed that I was pregnant, they scheduled me to attend an OB briefing on base, which was about 3.5 hours long. Spouses are encouraged to come to that, so Bradley did come to that briefing with me. We actually went yesterday, and they had like speakers about different classes they offer, such as like a breastfeeding class or things like that. Lots of different speakers like nutritionist or dietitian, something like that. They go over like how you should eat, what you should eat, just lots of things about becoming a parent and having a baby. The last thing that happened after the medical clinic confirmed that I was pregnant, they set up a profile on my IMR. So basically it's like this long. You can't deploy, obviously, while you're pregnant for up to a year after you have your child. So there's also restrictions for PT, standing, marching, lifting, just it goes very in-depth and detailed into certain things you can and cannot do while you're pregnant. So your pregnancy profile is signed by your squadron commander, and I printed out a few copies. I gave one to my PT lead pretty much right away so she knew what was going on. My new squadron does do PT Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So basically for PT, I don't do any of like the jumping or the running, but I still go, I still try to participate and do what I can. I walk the track. But yeah, as far as your profile is concerned, you are excused from PT test while you're pregnant and also for up to 12 months after giving birth. So if you feel like you cannot do something at PT, they are not going to pressure you, and you really just need to be careful. So because I had to tell so many people in the military, like in my chain of command and everything, it didn't really feel like a big secret anymore. So we kind of told friends and family and even social media earlier than I probably would have if I wasn't in the military. So if I wasn't in the military, I probably would have waited until I was about 12 weeks or past the first trimester to make it public, but it kind of already felt like so many people knew. So we're very excited, and of course I will keep you guys updated on Instagram and through this new series that I'm doing on here. So as of right now, I think I'm about 9 weeks. We're estimating that I'm due around October 23rd, but that's just our guess. So we don't have our dating ultrasound yet, but I will keep you guys updated. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, feel free to leave them in the comments, or you can message me on Instagram at Brittany Lynn Lewis. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!